Hello, future engineers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends, to your younger brothers and sisters who would want to take up engineering in the future, and to your relatives. That's one way you can keep me going, inspired, and refreshed. Now, if you find my videos interesting and important to your studies, also please don't forget to subscribe. Hello, viewers, subscribers, students, and future engineers. There is another set of exercises, problems by deriving the derivative using limits. If you want to anticipate the solution to these problems, you may pause the video. Do not look at my presented solutions here. You just compare answers later. So differentiate the functions by using limits. 18y is square root of 2 minus 3x. 19y is square root of a squared plus x squared. 20 v is square root of a squared minus y squared. 21 y equals 3x minus square root of x. These exercises, problems, have been taken from Love and Linville's books on calculus, and the numbering is the same. So y plus delta y is equal to square root of 2 minus 3 times quantity x plus delta x. So delta y is square root of 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x minus y, which is square root of 2 minus 3x. Then delta y is, we just copy this, then we multiply and divide by the conjugate of this expression. The conjugate is same expression, but the sign is opposite, so it's plus. So divided by the same, so that we are introducing just one. And this is the guide formula from algebra, that square root of a minus square root of b times square root of a plus square root of b is simply a minus b. So therefore, the expansion of this product is simply, we remove the radical 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x, then minus, we remove also the radical symbol, minus quantity 2 minus 3x, all over this denominator here, which I will not mention to shorten the video. So delta y equals, so eliminated 2 minus 2, negative 3x plus 3x also eliminated. What remains is negative 3 delta x all over this denominator. So divide everything by delta x. So delta y over delta x equals negative 3 left in the numerator all over same denominator. So dy dx is the limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So this is 0, so negative 3 over square root of 2 minus 3x plus square root of 2 minus 3x, which become like terms. So square root of 2 minus 3x plus square root of 2 minus 3x is 2 square root of 2 minus 3x. So dy dx therefore is negative 3 over 2 square root of 2 minus 3x. Problem 19. So y plus delta y equals square root of a square plus, we replace x by x plus delta x, quantity square. So delta y is, we expand this square root of a square, x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x square, then minus y, which is square root of a square plus x square. So delta y is, we simply copy this silently. Then we multiply and divide by the conjugate of this binomial terms. So conjugate is again same terms except that the signs are opposite. So same term copied, then plus square root of a square plus x square all over the same. Then expand, so remove the radical sign. We have a square plus x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x quantity square, then minus a square minus x square all over this denominator here. So we can cancel a square and negative a square, x square and negative x square. What is left is 2x delta x plus delta x square in the numerator, but Before that, we divide everything by delta x, so that we have delta y over delta x equals 2x plus delta x all over this denominator. So dy dx is limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So this becomes 0. All delta x terms with delta x would be 0. So it reduces to 2x over square root of a squared plus x squared plus square root of a squared plus x squared, which are like terms. So combining by algebra, it is 2 square root of a squared plus x squared. Finally, we can cancel 2. So the derivative of y with respect to x, or the derivative square root of a squared plus x squared with respect to x, is x over square root of a squared plus x squared. Problem 20, v plus delta v is square root of quantity a squared minus y plus delta y squared, and delta v is, we expand a squared minus quantity y squared minus 2y delta y, then minus delta y squared. That's the expansion. Some details are removed because of experience. So minus v, which is square root of a squared minus y squared. Again, we multiply and divide this, which is this, by the its conjugate. Conjugate is, that's minus or plus here. Then remove the radical, that's the expansion, a squared minus y squared minus 2y delta y minus delta y squared minus a squared, the negative of negative y squared is positive y squared all over this same denominator. We can eliminate a squared, negative a squared, negative y squared, positive y squared. Then it reduces to negative 2y delta y minus delta y squared over this denominator. Divide everything by delta y, so we have negative 2y minus delta y left in the numerator over same denominator. Then dv dy is limit of delta v over delta y as delta y approaches 0. So delta y zeros, all terms involving delta y would be zeros. Then what remains in the numerator is negative 2y. In the denominator, we have the square root of a squared minus y squared plus square root of a squared minus y squared, which is 2 square root of a squared minus y squared. Finally, we cancel 2. So derivative of v with respect to y, derivative of square root of a squared minus y squared with respect to y is negative y over square root of a squared minus y squared. Then 21, y is 3x minus square root of x, so y plus delta y equals, replace x by x plus delta x, so equals 3 quantity x plus delta x minus square root of x plus delta x. Delta y therefore is 3x plus 3 delta x minus square root of quantity x plus delta x minus y, and y is negative of quantity 3x minus square root of x, so minus 3x. The negative of negative square root of x is positive square root of x. So we can cancel 3x, negative 3x here. So delta y is 3 delta x minus square root of x plus delta x. Then because we factor out negative 1, then that's why we have minus square root of x. Originally positive square root of x, so negative of negative square root of x is positive square root of x. Then we multiply and divide by the conjugate of this radical binomial. So this is the conjugate, square root of quantity x plus delta x plus square root of x over same expression. Then expand, so equals 3 delta x and minus quantity x plus delta x minus x over this denominator. So cancel x and negative x within this grouping symbol. So simplify, we have 3 delta x. What remains there is negative delta x over this denominator. Divide everything by delta x, so delta y over delta x is 3 minus 1 over square root of x plus delta x plus square root of x. Then dy dx is the limit of this ratio delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So it is equal to 3 minus this is 0 minus 1 over square root of x plus square root of x. So 3 minus 1 over square root of x plus square root of x, which is 2 square root of x. Therefore, the final answer dy dx is 3 minus 1 over 2 square root of x. So that's it for this video.